Meetings. We all have them, but how often do they truly work? Did you know that 71% of employees say meetings are unproductive? Even worse, studies show that the average person spends about 31 hours a month in meetings, and 50% of that time is wasted. What if there was a way to change that? What if you could start any meeting in a way that boosted energy, engagement, and focus? In this video, we'll reveal how to kick off your meetings with real impact. From inspiration that gets everyone on the same page to unique techniques that make people truly listen, you'll learn the secrets to making every meeting more effective. Get ready to unlock strategies that could change how your team works together. Trust me, the first 5 minutes can make all the difference.
Stick with us to find out how.
Chapter 1. The power of the first 5 minutes. Set the tone. When you step into a meeting, the first 5 minutes are everything. Research shows that the first impression is formed in just milliseconds, but it sets the stage for how engaged and productive your team will be. Leaders who master the beginning of a meeting create a momentum that flows throughout. Start strong by being clear about the agenda and your expectations. A good opener can be a brief State of the Union to align everyone with the team's mission. This clarity can help people know exactly why they are there and what the desired outcome is. Statistics back this up. Studies indicate that people remember the first and last parts of meetings the most. If you begin with energy, clarity, and purpose, your meeting is more likely to stay on track and be productive. By the time the first few minutes pass, everyone will understand the why behind the meeting. They'll feel engaged, not just present. A great leadership tactic is sharing a quick hook at the beginning, a relevant fact, a surprising statistic, or a problem that needs solving. It grabs attention instantly and sparks interest. An effective opener gives everyone a purpose for being there. When people understand how their participation fits into a larger picture, they engage more deeply. Keep this first part concise and punchy, avoiding lengthy introductions. Leaders who avoid wasting time right at the start gain the respect of their teams, showing that they value everyone's time. Chapter 2. Start with a spark. Why inspiration trumps information. Sometimes, starting with data isn't the answer. Leaders who inspire can transform a group dynamic. An inspiring statement or question can get the creative juices flowing. In fact, studies show that employees are 25% more likely to be engaged when their leaders inspire them regularly. Leaders who start with inspiration tap into the emotional side of their teams, unlocking potential that hard facts simply can't. For example, try beginning your meeting with a brief story. It doesn't need to be personal, it just needs to connect emotionally. Inspiration creates a sense of belonging, a shared purpose that will keep your team energized throughout the meeting. It could be as simple as a short anecdote about a challenge your team overcame. The key is to make it relatable, even if it's about something small. An inspiring opener doesn't just lift spirits, it also improves focus. People remember emotional moments better than dry facts. For instance, companies with inspiring leaders tend to see a 13% boost in productivity. That's because when employees feel emotionally connected to a task, they're more motivated to contribute. Chapter 3. The silent alignment technique. When less is more, silence can be powerful. What if, instead of talking right away, you allowed a few moments of quiet at the start of the meeting? It sounds unusual, but it works. The silent alignment technique is where you give everyone a few minutes to gather their thoughts and mentally align with the purpose of the meeting. In those moments, your team has the space to focus and get in the zone. A 2017 study from Harvard found that giving employees 3 to 5 minutes of silence at the start of a meeting boosts clarity and reduces anxiety. It's like hitting the reset button for everyone. You're allowing participants to clear their minds of distractions, leading to better contributions. This technique may sound simple, but it's incredibly effective for increasing focus. It shifts the energy from rushing to doing. After a brief moment of quiet, participants will be ready to engage fully. They won't be worrying about what's happening outside the meeting or scrambling to catch up with what's been said. The power of silence is often underestimated in leadership. It's a chance to center the group, foster better attention, and ensure everyone is on the same page. Silent alignment has the unique benefit of creating a calm, collaborative environment, perfect for effective problem solving. If you're enjoying these strategies, be sure to hit subscribe and stay tuned for more tips on how to lead your meetings to success. Chapter 4. Lead with listening, the first question that changes everything. Listening is a skill every great leader must master. But what if you started your meeting by listening rather than talking? Asking the right question can set the entire tone for the discussion. Leaders who begin by asking a thought-provoking, open-ended question encourage team members to share their perspectives right from the start. A study from Gallup found that employees who feel listened to are 4.6 times more likely to be engaged at work. That's a huge win for any team leader. When you open with a question, it shows that you value input and are genuinely interested in what others have to say. This builds trust and empowers the team. An excellent question to ask might be, "What's one thing we can do today to move the needle forward?" Or, "What's one challenge we can solve together in this meeting?" These types of questions stimulate thinking and invite everyone to actively participate. It's not about starting with a set agenda. It's about engaging your team's creativity and insight. Listening creates a collaborative atmosphere, setting the stage for productive problem-solving. It gives everyone a voice, which not only boosts morale but also increases innovation. In fact, teams with collaborative leadership practices tend to outperform non-collaborative teams by 21%. Chapter 5. Mission in Motion. Turning meetings into mini milestones. Meetings should feel like milestones, not just another check on the calendar. Great leaders understand how to link the start of each meeting to a larger goal. Instead of diving straight into the agenda, remind your team of the bigger picture and where they stand in relation to that goal. A study from McKinsey found that organizations with clear goals and frequent communication are 2.5 times more likely to outperform their competitors. So, turning your meeting into a checkpoint for progress not only motivates your team, but also keeps them aligned with the company's mission. Before you even get into the specifics of the meeting, take a moment to celebrate any progress or achievements. This could be a brief acknowledgement of something the team accomplished in the last week or month. It reminds everyone that their efforts matter and ties the current meeting to the ongoing journey toward a larger vision. This mission in motion mindset can be a game changer for leaders looking to maintain focus and engagement. It turns a simple meeting into a key step in achieving long-term objectives. Every meeting feels like a mini milestone, an important part of the journey rather than just a routine task. Chapter 6. Rituals over routines. How to build a memorable start. Routine meetings can feel like a blur. To stand out, create a ritual, something consistent and memorable at the start of every gathering. Rituals don't just add structure, they make the meeting feel special and worthy of attention. It's a small gesture that sets the meeting apart from the mundane. Research from the University of California shows that rituals can reduce stress and increase focus. Something as simple as starting with a quote, a team cheer, or a brief team-building activity can set a positive, energetic tone. These actions build a sense of camaraderie and help participants feel connected to each other and to the meeting's purpose. One powerful ritual might be to start each meeting by asking each person to share one thing they're grateful for. This simple practice not only breaks the ice, but fosters an environment of appreciation. Leaders who incorporate small but meaningful rituals show that they care about their team's well-being. By building these rituals into your meetings, you're not just creating a predictable structure, you're cultivating a culture of positivity, focus, and connection. These rituals help turn every meeting into a moment that participants look forward to, rather than dread. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more leadership tips that will take your meetings and your team to the next level.